Guys, look what I manifested. It's a supernatural tarot and I love it with all my heart. Which brings us directly to the topic of this video. Because today we're gonna talk about attracting love, manifesting love. But not just any kind of love, not just any kind of relationship, but exactly the one that you want. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Elena and in today's video we're gonna talk about manifesting love. Maybe if you are like me and you're into the spiritual, manifestational, love attraction kind of stuff and you want to attract love, you want to attract a relationship, maybe you haven't been so lucky with your relationships lately, maybe you are always like attracting people that are not a match for you and you just don't know why, then this is the video for you. When you go to YouTube today and you type in manifest love, attract love, or law of attraction love, there are so many videos popping up and like most of them are telling you like the exact same thing, like you have to do X, Y, Z to attract love. And it all seems kind of complicated and I don't know if it has to be. I don't think so. Because it's actually very simple. It's so simple. The one key information that you need is that you attract what you want and you don't attract... No, wait. Other way around. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. It's all about getting into this place of alignment with the things that you want. So you have to raise your vibrations to get into like a higher frequency, a higher kind of vibration to match with whatever you desire. I actually talked about this already in another video. I'm gonna link it up here. And if you know this one universal truth, then you can actually apply it to everything that you want to manifest. With love, it might seem a bit complicated because we're attracting like another human being and not just any kind of lifestyle, any kind of tarot deck. So how do we attract love? Simple, we are love. And in this case, it's all about self-love. This might seem pretty cliche to you, like you have to love yourself first before you can love others. But if you think about it logically, it makes a lot of sense. Because if we are not loving ourselves, if we come from a place of lack because this love that we want is not already in our lives, then we're not gonna attract people that gonna give us this love to ourselves because they have it. We're gonna attract someone that also is not fully like in love with themselves and they also are searching for love from other people to give it to them. So even if you're not fully confident with yourself, even if you're not in love with yourself, you can attract relationships, you can attract people into your life, you can attract your crush, you can attract love. But is it going to be the love that you want? You might know what you want, but are you really in alignment with what you want? If you want someone to love you unconditionally and to be able to give that love to you, then you have to have this love in yourself, in your life already. Because then you're gonna attract people that reflect that to you. You're gonna attract people who also have this life already inside of them, who have this love for themselves, and then are able to give love to you. And you don't want to be in a relationship with someone who is insecure, who doesn't love themselves, because then they're going to be craving love from you, you're going to be craving love from them, and you won't be able to give it to each other. So you might be like a perfect match, vibrational only, but it's not going to make you happy. So there's two things I want to talk about. First thing is, how do you become aware of what you can change about the perception of yourself? And the second thing is, how to attract like the exact person that you want. How can you be as specific as possible and speed up this process of manifesting them? Let's start with you. Like I know we all are on a self-love journey and I know it's a hard way, like we all been there, we all done that. I'm still in the middle of it, like I guess most of people are. For me personally, with my friends like watching this, I might be saying, you know, you give relationship advice. You don't have a boyfriend. Have you ever had a boyfriend? I get you. But you know what? You want the truth? I used to tell people I'm pretty happy on my own. Like I am in a relationship with my bed. It's just me, myself, and my bed. You're so happy. But the truth is that I'm definitely not ready for a relationship. If I would go out there looking, I would be disappointed. again, because I as well have issues to work through. A very big topic in our relationships is attachment, and there are actually different attachment styles. That there are like, I think, 4, 5. These attachment styles form in our childhood. So this is another reason why we have to go back and actually look at our past, look at our childhood trauma, look at the trauma that we've experienced. This is all part of this self-love journey. So first thing I would do is like to find out which attachment style you fall into. For me, it's the anxious attachment style. I'm just like a people pleaser. I am very, very frightened of intimacy, but I also crave it very much. I'm just always anxious about the relationships that I'm already in, friendships. I always think I'm a burden to everyone. Like, my anxiety is pretty high in this area of my life. And this resulted from the relationships that I had to my loved ones in my childhood, like my parents. For example, if you face issues in relationships, you think, okay, I'm actually not feeling ready for a relationship and it's been so long. Maybe you're like an anxious attachment person. You feel like avoiding emotional discourse with your partners, then you may fall into the avoidant attachment style. These relationships that we form in our early childhood, these are our first impressions of how relationships will form later in our life. So this is very important to look at. If we know why we have certain beliefs, we can work through them, we can work with them. I don't want to go too far into this. I plan on making like an extra video on attachment styles. You can also look that up by yourself. You'll find a lot of useful information about that on YouTube and also on the internet as well. Generally, you need to know you can't come from a place of lack. You have to feel this love inside of you already. So how can you do that? We want to come from a place of abundance, of already having. So we have to feel like we are already in a relationship. We already are loved. So you just pretend that you're in a relationship already. And this is not like pretending that you have a person next to you standing the whole time, or just making plans for two, or planning a date for you. I mean, you can do that, I'm not gonna stop you. But it really is about the feeling. Like, if you feel abundant, you're gonna get abundant. If you feel rich, you are rich. If you feel happy, then you're gonna attract more happiness. If you feel grateful, you're gonna attract more things to be grateful for. And if you feel loved, you're gonna attract more love. And if you feel like you're already in an abundant, very healing and beautiful relationship, then you're gonna attract this relationship into your life. And it's also gonna help you to not be obsessed, but like attached to this person, to the outcome. We want to be in a state of gratitude, of abundance already, and we want to be able to let that go, to let that be. Because just wanting and obsessing over it is again coming from a place of lack. Let's talk about what you can actually do to attract this specific person, this exact relationship that you want. If you are a fan of lists and if you want to have like everything ordered and structured down like I do, you can just grab a notebook, you can just grab your notes app and write down a list of attributes, of characteristics, of personality traits, of the person that you want to attract. And write down how your relationship with them is going to be like. How do you picture this ideal relationship for you? The more specific you are, the easier it's going to be for the universe to deliver to you. But also be aware, the more specific you are, the less opportunities you give the universe to deliver maybe like a better opportunity to you. There may be like other people out there who are a better match for you that you then cut out of this process. Just think about what's really important to you and what you definitely want to have in your relationship. And if you are clear about this, that's the point where it gets important. Because now you want to step into the perspective of this person that you want to attract and imagine what they would want in a relationship, what they would want in a person. If you want to attract someone who's financially stable, then this person, like, very likely it's gonna be wanting to attract someone who's also financially stable. If you work a 9-to-5 job and you're not happy, you are most likely gonna attract someone who also works a 9-to-5 job and is not happy with that. So this technique is gonna help you figure out what you can change about yourself, what you can do to attract this love into your life. And you're not gonna attract this person or relationship if you don't do these things. The universe knows that they're gonna deliver this person to you and you're not ready. You're not gonna magically become this new person overnight who matches this other person. This is why we do this process, to figure out how we can change our surroundings, how we can change ourselves, how we can change the relationship that we have with ourselves to get the best results. And then if you know all of this, if you have written everything down, you can start to make changes. You can start to make room for this person in your life. You can start to pretend that they're already yours and then let it go. Let it go. Start living this relationship with yourself. Start giving the love that you want from others. Start giving it to yourself. Because then you're gonna feel abundant in yourself and you're never gonna need another person to make you happy. You won't be dependent on other people to make you happy, because you are the only one who is responsible for your own happiness. And you're the only one who is responsible to make you feel loved. But it's as simple as that. Be what you want to have and you're gonna get it. Still, I think it would be cool to be able to attract fictional characters into our lives. But hey, we can't have everything. Why did I do this? I trapped myself here because I always said we can have everything that we want. But anyway, if you're interested in spirituality, manifestation, law of attraction, tarot, I do other stuff as well, then you can check out my other videos. And if you like this one, then make sure to hit the like button, raise the vibrations, and subscribe to my channel if you don't have already. And I hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye.